I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request for Lucas for Chicken Run. Now, I had reviewed this in the past, but I think because a cop... No, actually it was because I put the trailer and then it was fine for like a month or two, and then it got blocked, even though it was fine for a month or two, so then I had to take it down. So I won't put any trailers in this one. YouTube, is that okay? Is that okay? Other people can show the entire fucking whatever. I put a little thing at the bottom here and a TV spot. 2 months later, fucking gets blocked. Thank you, YouTube. But Chicken Run, I enjoy this film. It's from the guys who did the Wallace and Gromit claymation animation, and I'm a sucker for claymation. Yeah, I love the art. I love the look, the style. It's something that sadly doesn't get used a ton in today's age. Like a lot of things, like matte paintings and all that stuff. Stuff that just doesn't get used. Because we're too much of fucking Bonerville. Bonerific bone sensation for fucking CGI. But anyway, Chicken Run is pretty much imagine the Great Escape with chickens. And it's an interesting idea. Chickens, especially our lead, is always trying to find ways to escape and gets caught, sometimes her fault, mostly because of her buddy's fault. And there is a sense of danger and seriousness because one of the chickens is grabbed and you get the idea that it's the head taken off from these farmers. So again, there's a sense of emotion and danger, so you hope that the characters will succeed. The voice work, a lot of people talk about the memorable lines of dialogue. I wouldn't say there were any memorable lines of dialogue for me, but I thought the voice actors did their jobs fairly well. One day, Mel Gibson's character seems like he jumps over, and they're wondering, how did he do this? Like, you flew over, how do you fly? And he's giving bullshit statements because you find out that he is full of shit. Because he was a stunt chicken and it was an accident that he got there. And he leaves, but he ultimately does come back to help. But yeah, the movie has a good pace to it. The way it does the action scenes mixed in with the claymation, with the way the characters look, that tangible quality, even though it's animation, you could almost feel, because it's all physical stuff that's being animated. And it creates some fun action scenes. For example, the sequence where Mel Gibson, the lead chicken, they're escaping from being made into a pie. And all the intricacies of the machinery they gotta dodge in and out. And it almost becomes something like out of a Star Wars movie. Like, what was the Attack of the Clones? Remember what came out after this? The scene where Padme and Anakin, they're going through that shit, and then somehow R2-D2 flew, and he's like, how the fuck did he flew? When did he have the flight capacity? Okay, whatever. And that brings us, not just a sense of danger, but adventure quality to it. And again, the moments where they have to try to escape and fly the coop, so to speak. Making their actual big bird contraption airplane and flying out. And like I said, the intricacies of the claymation animation, the music, definitely gives you a vibe of music from back in the day. Almost like any second now you don't hear that. They don't exactly use that, but you get that feeling quite a bit. And it's a fun film. It's not a bad movie at all. It's a fun film, Chicken Run. It's a movie where maybe I don't love it to high heaven. Like one person on YouTube called it the best film of all time, and I'm not going to go that far, but it's a movie that doesn't dumb itself down with constant piss jokes or shit jokes or dick jokes like some animation would do nowadays. I think the lighting, the style that was made, and creates a certain just nice, like I mentioned, nice tangible quality to it. So it's nice to look at. It's visually pleasing as an aesthetic. Mel Gibson, interesting to see him voice this type of character. I know there's plans of a Chicken Little 2. I don't think you need a sequel. I really don't. Especially, been fucking 20 years since the first one. The bad guys get their comeuppance, and like the husband shows his fucking stupidity, and the lady is a total bitch. Not only gets her comeuppance, she should get more comeuppance and get a fucking kick in the ass. And yeah, I'm not going to go through every little thing, but if you haven't seen Chicken Run, and you're like, oh, well, this seems like a really silly, stupid idea, it's a charming flick. It's a charming flick. It doesn't dumb the audience down. It doesn't treat the audience like idiots, in my opinion. And in a weird way, it almost has a little bit more class of an animated film compared to... What was that fucking one about the chickens? And they go back to the Thanksgiving era. It came out with, like, I think Owen Wilson voiced the character. It came out, like, 5 or so years ago. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. But compared to something like that, this has a little bit more, maybe that British class. Kind of what brings it up a few notches, which is interesting when you're dealing with chickens. But I mean, yeah, it came out the year 2000. I was going to see if there's any trivia on it that could be interesting. No, not Chicken Little, Chicken Run. Sorry, let me get some water. Julia Sawalha, that's the name of the lady who voiced the lead character. The highest grossing stop motion animated film in history. Directed by Peter Lord and Nick Park. From Aardman Animations, who worked with DreamWorks Animations. Because I know Steven Spielberg was a big fan of the Wallace and Gromit stuff. Let's see. The voice acting is fabulous. The slapstick is brilliant. The action sequences are spectacular. I wouldn't say the slapstick is brilliant, but I agree with the other stuff. Netflix announced June 23rd, 2020, with the 20th anniversary of the film. They negotiated to acquire the rights to a sequel. The chickens have settled into their new safe area. Molly, the chick of Ginger and Roti, begins to outgrow the area just as word of a new threat to the chickens arrives. So it'll be the daughter of Mel Gibson and the other characters. There's a little bit of controversy because the lead voice actress is being recast. I don't know why she's being recast. She did find the lead role, and she's supposed to be an older character, so I don't know why you would recast her. Makes no sense to me, but what do I know? That's right, Miranda Richardson played Mrs. Tweedy, the greedy and cantankerous lady who decides to convert her farm into a chicken pot pie factory solely for monetary reasons. Then you have the characters like the rats that are always trying to wheel and deal shit and trying to fuck people over and smuggle shit in. You have the one guy, then his buddy who's a fucking idiot. That was the tagline? This ain't no chick flick? Surprised it made any money with a shitty tagline like that. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a charming stop-motion animation flick. Well worth a look. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.